The protest at the university began on Monday at the institution's main campus, which is in Alice. For the past few weeks, students at the institution have been waiting for the university to process their meal allowances. Our colleague Abongile Jantjies is there this morning. A very good day to you, Abongile. What's happening today?
A very good morning to you too, Desiree. Well, today matters are calm, unlike yesterday. There's no burning of rubber today, there's no burning of tires, but still academics have been brought to a halt. Currently, the SRC is engaging with the management to get through this impasse that they are facing so that these meal allowances can be given to the students. Well, the students claim that they've got confirmation from NSFAS that they've done their part in processing these allowances. It's just stuck with the management of the institution, and they say they are taking their pace. It's at a snail's pace, and that they are hungry, and that some of them are even sleeping outside campuses due to the lack of accommodation. With me, I have the SRC's president, Sipiwo Ngenge. A very good morning to you, sir. Kindly tell us about this protest and where are matters now as we speak.
Yeah, good morning to the listeners, the viewers at home, also to you, my brother. As things stand, we had the back-to-back meetings ever since early morning today with the university managers, of which I just came out from the second one. As per expertise, I don't want to lie, the university have not responded on what we wanted exactly. One of the issues is the issue of book allowances. That is long overdue. The NSFAS confirmed that the book allowances have been injected on April, of which up to this far students have not yet received their book allowances. The second aspect is on the issue of allowances, meal allowances. Students have been waiting for their meal allowances, in particular for May. It has not been injected by the university. Then the third aspect is the issue, the most burning one, the issue of non-residence allowances. The most frustrating part about our institution, in particular that financial aid office, they just remain silent. They don't communicate to students. Of which one of the things that we raised in the meeting earlier on today to say, can they please at least extend the communication on where we are, what is happening. NSFAS have confirmed on their side that they've issued all what is due to students. So the thing is with the side of the university.
You've brought the academic calendar to a standstill now. Don't you think that it will hurt the students going forward?
Not necessarily to say we have stopped. We've said to the university, at least the pace now must go down. We must lower the pace from the side of the lecturers. They must not issue out too much work to students, because that alone is a recipe for disaster from the side of students. Yet we all know that students are not happy. So we said, let us not stop it. Let it move it very, very slowly. Otherwise, there are no classes, there are not too much classes as compared to the previous weeks. But if push comes to shove, we are going to stop the classes.
Yesterday, a truck was looted, a truck that was loading, that had alcohol, that was ferrying alcohol, it was loaded. This road that we're standing in now, the R63, which is the way, which makes way to the town of Alice, was blocked by the students. What can you say with students looting a truck that had alcohol in it? What significance does it have on your cries as students?
You know, last night I issued a statement and I was anticipating such things that they might come up from the social media platforms. That thing happened outside the university, of which I've asked all students, and none of them was aware of what happened there. So we can't really say it's the students of Forte. It happened outside, and there's no one maybe who can come forward and say, indeed, students of Forte did ABC. There were advances by rumors. I heard rumors that there were advances, there were bakkies that are around that track that was outside the university. It was not inside the university, something that happened around Alice.
Talking about the financial aid, the finance department of the university, about 3 or 2 weeks ago, the university suspended 2 senior officials there amidst corruption allegations. What can you say about that? How deep is this of this matter of them not communicating with the students?
Thanks for raising that. Again, we issued a statement on that regard, welcoming the suspension of those two officials. It was long overdue, Msasas. Students have been complaining, have been crying for years, not now. So many students have left for test. So many students, those guys have messed with the lives of students. Just a mere thing of submitting a registration template. That one, our university has been failing throughout. Just a mere thing of submitting correct results to NSFAS. Our university has been failing to do that throughout. So we said to the university, if this matter they don't attend to it, we're going to take it to the council. Now then, those guys were suspended, and now we then realized at a later stage as the student leadership that the timing for their suspension was not on point, given that we had just starting the 2021 academic year. At least the university should have waited up until maybe July, August, so that they will be able to run with the operations. For now, the dilemma that we find ourselves in right now, the suspension of those two guys have got an element right now, because they left a serious vacuum in that financial aid office, where even the administrators there, they were left stranded. We had to outsource even the operations for March and April in terms of loading allowances. But now at least I'm glad there's a bit of there were workshops that were being organized by the university for financial aid staff members.
And lastly, the institution maintains that 95% of allowances have been processed to the students. It's just this 5%. I spoke to them on Monday. Maybe that might have increased, but in your numbers, is that 95% accurate?
No, I won't reduce this discussion into percentage. What matters most, the university must issue out allowances for students. The university must issue out what's due to students, what has been paid by NSFAS. We won't narrow this discussion to a percentage. Maybe they might be correct or wrong, but this one is not about percentage, it's about them punching the laptops, issuing the funds to students. Thanks for that.
I thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
Well, Desiree, that was Siphiwe Ngenge, the SRC president here at the University of Fort Hare. I understand even the Alice campus, they've also downed tools there due to the same matters. Nothing there is really happening, but they do take to the roads and burning tires. But here it was really quite a mess yesterday, and motorists couldn't make their way into the small town of Alice. From us here, it's back to you in studio.
Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed, Abongile there.